the boys are second parents to our youngest daughter, Julia, because when she was born, they were 13 and 10. So they were helpful. They were very helpful. We built this house when she was a year old, and Ian was her parent for a summer, pretty much. He was like
Changing
big,
diapers, feeding her,
big time
walking her
helpful.
around, keeping her safe.
Yeah, so
You know, all
they
that stuff.
definitely take that role on with her, and it will be different with her because she's a girl, and there are double standards as far as I'm concerned. You know, I mean, with the boys when they were little, in terms of just the world, I was always, you know, because things happen, and I was, if they go to the bathroom, I'd be like, I'm right outside. I'm right outside the door. You know, like just letting them know you got to be aware of your surrounding and stuff like that. Be aware of your surroundings. And with Julia, I'm sure I'll even
Yeah,
be more on
yeah.
top of that, and I am already more on top of that when she goes to somebody's house, and if I'm not going to be there, I'm like, you stay with the pack. You know, have a presence, you know, the more confidence. I feel like with girls on a lot of levels too, you have to really make sure you're building up their confidence because we're more critical as females. So we're more likely to sort of go inward and question and things like that. So I build her up every single day. I'm like, you're awesome. You can do whatever you want. And I don't know that I did that with the boys because I was a different person. So sometimes I feel with the boys I would have done things better. I feel a little bad about that, but that's where
It's,
I was.
we
So,
we
you know,
we fondly joke that Julia is like family 2.0 because a lot of our friends that have children that are our boys' age, they were done. They were done parenting, and their kids are out of the house now, and so on. And so there's various things that affect how we parent the boys compared to Julia. One is the age difference, right? She's not quite a different generation, but certainly things are different. I mean, she's had an iPod and an iPad around the house and that sort of stuff, and technology things since birth. And the boys didn't have that stuff. We're also in a better position financially now. We have access to a lot more now, whereas the boys, definitely when Ian was little, things were tight. So that affected things. And we're older. We're more experienced in life. So that changes your parenting. I think when Michelle was pregnant with Ian, we were just like, oh my God, we're going to be parents. Oh my God, we're going to be parents. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? 13 years later, when she was pregnant with Julia, you start thinking about the things that could go wrong and the things that could be a problem and all that. We didn't think about those
installing
things.
smoke detectors.
Yeah, right? Everything changed. So there's a different gender with her. We were, as I said, our income was better. Our parenting skills were a lot more developed. All these things were just so different. And the boys tease us sometimes that we kind of spoil her, and maybe we do, but